Welcome back to Mythic Sleep. I am young Homer, here to guide you deeper into the rise and fall of Zeus, a timeline series. Tonight, we journey further into Series 2, how Zeus gained his powers and throne, entering episodes 13 through 15. A time when Zeus begins to shape Olympus through decisive acts of leadership and justice. With his newfound rule, Zeus stands at a crossroads, balancing loyalty, power, and responsibility as he makes choices that will define his reign. In these episodes, we see the gifts of the Cyclopes take form. The gods' thrones find their place, and justice stretch beyond Olympus to touch even the mortal realm. Close your eyes if you wish, and take a moment to feel the calm of this quiet space. Breathe deeply and let yourself settle gently into stillness. Inhale slowly, drawing in the warmth and calm of this moment. And as you exhale, release any tension, allowing your body to soften and grow heavy, resting fully at ease. Breathe in again, feeling peace deepen within, as steady as the first light of dawn. And as you exhale, let yourself settle even further, relaxed and ready for the journey that awaits. In episode 13, Thunderbolt in Hand, Zeus's gift from the Cyclopes, Zeus receives a sacred gift, crafted in the depths of the earth by the Cyclopes themselves, the mighty Thunderbolt. With lightning's power now in his grasp, Zeus feels a new strength awaken within him, a force as ancient as creation itself. Yet, with great power comes the weight of choice, and the Thunderbolt carries with it a whisper of destiny. Will Zeus wield this gift to unite? Or will its energy ignite challenges he has yet to foresee? Take a deep breath, feeling the mystery of this moment, like the quiet hum of thunder in the distance. What power does this thunderbolt hold, and what path will it guide Zeus toward? In episode 14, Olympus ascends. The gods take their place. Zeus begins to lay the foundations of a new order, inviting each god to claim their seat upon Olympus. The heavens come alive as the gods ascend, their thrones finding their rightful place in the grand halls above. Each presence brings its own unique strength and vision to Olympus, a realm of harmony bound by shared purpose. But even as these new thrones are set, quiet tensions stir, a reminder that the gods' unity is both their strength and their test. Breathe deeply, feeling the power of this gathering, like the gentle rise of dawn across the heavens. Who will answer the call of Olympus? And what challenges lie in the unity of such powerful beings? In episode 15, the binding of Prometheus, Zeus's first act of power, we witness Zeus's reach extend beyond Olympus to the world of mortals. Prometheus, the wise Titan, defies Zeus by gifting fire to humankind, a spark of knowledge and power that changes the world below. But Zeus, intent on preserving the order he has built, brings swift judgment upon Prometheus, binding him as an eternal reminder of the god's authority. Yet even as Prometheus is chained, whispers of his defiance linger, like embers refusing to die. Zeus has shown his power, but will it be enough to hold the respect of gods and mortals alike? Breathe in slowly, feeling the strength of Zeus's judgment and the quiet persistence of Prometheus's fire. What spark has been ignited, and what consequences will this act bring? As we bring these episodes of power and decision to a close, let yourself drift into the calm that follows, each breath connecting you to the strength of Zeus, the spirit of unity on Olympus, and the fire of Prometheus's courage. Now let's drift even deeper into rest with a final relaxation, allowing your body to fully release into peace. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in, letting calm fill your chest, as steady as the quiet presence of the heavens above. As you exhale, feel your body soften, each muscle releasing, grounding you in comfort. This is your time to unwind, to feel safe, and to let go. Let your breath carry you into a gentle rhythm, as soft as the night that follows a day of strength. Take another deep breath in, letting it fill you completely. Hold it softly for a moment, and as you exhale, feel yourself sinking further, calm and serene. Now let's guide each part of the body to relax, inviting rest with every breath. Start with your forehead, allowing it to soften completely as you exhale. Move to your jaw, releasing any tightness, letting it rest softly. Now, bring awareness to your shoulders. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, let them fall, as though setting down the weight of silent resolve. Allow your arms and hands to grow heavy, resting peacefully by your sides. Notice the steady rise and fall in your chest and belly, inhaling as your belly rises, and on the exhale, releasing any last bits of tension, feeling light and free. Shift your focus to your hips and thighs, letting them sink further into the bed, fully supported and relaxed. And finally, bring attention to your calves, feet, and toes, allowing them to release completely, grounded and calm. Now, imagine yourself within the grand halls of Olympus, where the light is soft and each throne glows with a quiet radiance, awaiting the presence of the gods. In the distance you see Zeus, his gaze both steady and calm as he looks over the halls he has created, the first bonds of unity forged in the heavens. With each breath, feel yourself surrounded by the calm of this place, as though you too are a part of Olympus, a witness to the dawn of its legend. Inhale deeply, letting the peace and strength of this scene fill you, and exhale, feeling grounded, steady, and fully at ease. With your body relaxed and your mind open, allow the story to carry you into this world of strength, unity, and timeless courage, where destinies are forged in the glow of the gods' first light. Take one last deep breath in and let it out softly. Now, let us begin. Though peace had settled over Olympus, Zeus knew that ruling the heavens would require more than strength alone. His father, Cronus, had ruled by instilling fear and wielding power ruthlessly. But Zeus sought a different kind of rule, one based on justice and the protection of balance across the cosmos. Yet he also understood that to maintain this peace, he would need a symbol of his authority, a weapon that would establish his position as king. Zeus's mind returned to the thunderbolt, the weapon he had wielded in the Titanomachy. It was more than a tool of war. It was a gift from the Cyclopes, who had placed their faith in him, recognizing him as the leader who could bring light to a world shrouded in darkness. The thunderbolt was a part of him now, an extension of his spirit, but he knew it could be even more, a weapon that could command the heavens and maintain the balance he sought to protect. With this purpose in mind, Zeus made his way back to the Cyclopes, his old allies who had crafted the thunderbolt that had led him to victory. The great forge in the depths of Olympus was alive with flame and molten metal, and the Cyclopes welcomed him, their eyes gleaming with reverence and anticipation. They understood why he had come. Brontes, the eldest Cyclops, stepped forward, his hands scarred yet steady from centuries of forging divine creations. "Zeus, Lord of Olympus," he began, his voice deep and rumbling, "we have seen your strength, your wisdom, and the justice with which you rule. The thunderbolt we forged was but a glimpse of what it could be. Now, let us craft it into the true symbol of your reign." Zeus nodded, placing the thunderbolt in Brontes' hand. The Cyclopes took it with reverence, sensing the power within it. "Make it a weapon of balance," Zeus instructed, his gaze firm. "One that not only commands the heavens, but protects the world we have fought to free." The Cyclopes bowed in unison, a silent promise passing between them. They would forge the thunderbolt into a weapon worthy of Olympus, a tool of power and protection that would serve as Zeus's ultimate symbol of authority and justice. The Cyclopes began their work, each movement precise, each strike of the hammer echoing with purpose. Brontes, Steropes, and Arges worked in perfect harmony, their combined strength and expertise transforming the thunderbolt's raw energy into something refined, something greater. Sparks flew as they channeled divine power into the metal, binding it with the essence of the heavens and the strength of Olympus. As they hammered, Each cyclops whispered ancient incantations, blessings that would bind the thunderbolt not only to Zeus's hand, but to his heart and spirit. The weapon would respond to his will, bending to his command as an extension of his own purpose. Lightning arced across the forge, illuminating the room in bright flashes as the thunderbolt grew brighter, its energy intensifying with every strike of the hammer. Outside the forge, the sky began to darken, as if the heavens themselves were aware of the transformation taking place. Clouds gathered and thunder rolled, a symphony that matched the rhythm of the Cyclops' work. Zeus watched with awe as the thunderbolt took shape, its light blazing stronger and purer with each moment. At last, the Cyclops finished their work. Brontes stepped forward, holding the thunderbolt, now transformed into a weapon of unimaginable strength and beauty. It pulsed with a steady, bright glow, the very essence of the heavens captured within its core. With a deep breath, he offered it to Zeus, his face solemn. "Zeus, king of Olympus," Brontes intoned, "we present you with the perfected thunderbolt. It is more than a weapon. It is a symbol of your reign, a tool of justice that will protect the world and maintain the balance you cherish. Use it wisely, for it carries the power to shape the fate of the cosmos." As Zeus grasped the thunderbolt, a surge of energy coursed through him. The weapon felt alive in his hand, resonating with his very soul. He raised it high, and a bolt of lightning shot into the sky, piercing the clouds and filling the heavens with light. Thunder roared in response, as if the cosmos itself was acknowledging its new ruler. This was not merely a weapon, it was a declaration, a promise to protect and to lead with justice. Eager to test his new weapon, Zeus stepped outside the forge, his allies and fellow gods gathering to witness. Hera, Poseidon, Hades, and the others looked on as Zeus raised the thunderbolt, its light casting a radiant glow over the mountain. With a sweep of his hand, Zeus unleashed a bolt of lightning that cut across the sky, splitting clouds and shaking the heavens with its might. He then directed the thunderbolt downward, commanding it with precision as it struck the earth, sending a crackling arc of energy that illuminated the land. The thunderbolt obeyed his will completely, bending to his intent, a force as refined and resolute as his own purpose. Zeus smiled, feeling its power flow through him, a reminder of both his strength and his duty to protect the balance they had fought so hard to establish. The gods around him cheered, their confidence, their king, renewed. They saw in the thunderbolt not only Zeus's power, but his commitment to their shared vision of a just Olympus. With this weapon, Zeus would be able to maintain peace, to protect his allies, and to uphold the values they had all sworn to defend. As the light from the thunderbolt faded, Zeus looked upon his allies, each one a vital part of the council that would rule Olympus. He held the thunderbolt as a reminder of their shared journey, a symbol of the unity that had brought them through the Titanomachy. This weapon, forged from the loyalty and strength of the Cyclopes, was more than just a tool of war. It was a bond, an oath made manifest in divine fire. Zeus addressed his allies, his voice filled with conviction. This thunderbolt will be a promise, a vow that Olympus will remain a place of justice and balance. Let it remind us of our duty to protect all realms, to guide the world with wisdom, and to uphold the peace we have fought for. The gods nodded, each feeling the weight of his words. They were not just rulers, they were guardians, protectors of a cosmos that relied on their strength and unity, and at the heart of that protection stood Zeus, his thunderbolt a beacon of their commitment. With his thunderbolt in hand, Zeus looked over Olympus, the mountain now settled into its role as the seat of divine power. Under his rule, Olympus would be a sanctuary of unity, a place where gods and mortals alike could find guidance and justice. The thunderbolt would stand as a symbol of his reign, a reminder that while power could destroy, it could also protect and heal. As he raised it one last time, Zeus felt the weight of his role settle upon him, a responsibility he would carry with pride and purpose. He had ascended from the hidden child of prophecy to the leader of Olympus, and now, with the thunderbolt forged anew, he would shape the future with strength and compassion. As the gods dispersed, returning to their realms and duties, Zeus stood alone on the peak of Olympus, thunderbolt in hand. The skies were calm, the clouds parted, as if the heavens themselves acknowledged the beginning of a new age. Zeus knew that trials would come, that Olympus would face challenges both from within and beyond. But with the thunderbolt by his side, he felt prepared to face them. The thunderbolt, blazing with divine power, symbolized a new order, a promise to lead not with tyranny, but with wisdom and justice. And so, with a heart full of resolve and a spirit bound to his duty, Zeus took his place as the true king of Olympus, ready to face whatever trials lay ahead. But as Zeus settles into his role as ruler, the gods of Olympus begin to take their places by his side, each with their own strengths and ambitions. Join us in the next episode as Olympus ascends and the divine hierarchy is established, solidifying the new order and preparing for challenges that will test the bonds of Olympus itself. With the thunderbolt in his hand and his throne secured, Zeus stood at the center of Olympus, gazing at the great halls they had established together. Olympus was no longer just a mountain, but the very heart of the divine realm, a sanctuary for the gods and a symbol of the order they had fought to create. The realm was alive with a peaceful energy, a place of tranquility and strength, a sanctuary set high above the world they watched over. The halls of Olympus gleamed with marble and gold, adorned with pillars that reached into the sky, a testament to the unity and strength that now held the cosmos in balance. The gods assembled around Zeus, ready to embrace the roles that would define not only their place in Olympus, but their purpose in the world below. As Zeus looked upon his allies, his gaze fell on Hera, who had fought beside him in the Titanomachy with courage and loyalty. Hera stepped forward, her presence regal and unwavering, embodying both strength and grace. She would not only be his partner, but a powerful figure in her own right, a queen who would help guide the gods with wisdom and fairness. Hera, Zeus addressed her, his voice filled with respect. You have been my steadfast ally and my fiercest supporter. It is only fitting that you stand beside me as Queen of Olympus, a symbol of strength and unity for all gods and mortals. Hera nodded, accepting the role with dignity. As Queen of Olympus, she would bring balance to the council, a voice of reason and a protector of the bonds between gods and mortals alike. Her position would also cement her role as a guardian of families and marriages, a role she took on with pride and purpose. With Hera by his side, Zeus felt a new sense of stability, knowing that Olympus would have a queen as devoted to its future as he was. Poseidon, powerful and unyielding, stepped forward next, his trident gleaming with the energy of the vast oceans he commanded. As the god of the sea, Poseidon's domain stretched across the waters that covered the earth, a realm both beautiful and dangerous. His loyalty to Olympus was unwavering, and his presence brought strength to the council. Poseidon, Zeus said, his voice resonating with gratitude and respect. The seas are vast and boundless, just as your spirit is. You will rule over the oceans, a protector of all that dwells within them. May your trident be a symbol of both peace and strength across the waters of the world. Poseidon accepted his role with a solemn nod, his trident pulsing with energy. As Lord of the Seas, he would watch over the oceans, guiding them with both compassion and power, ensuring that the seas remained a source of life and balance for the world below. The realm of water would be a place of respect and strength under his command. Hades, ever quiet and contemplative, approached next. Though his domain was one of shadows, his understanding of life's natural cycles was unmatched. He was the keeper of souls, a ruler whose role would forever separate him from the light of Olympus, yet was essential to the balance of all realms. Hades, Zeus addressed him, his tone both respectful and solemn. Your realm is one that few will ever fully understand, yet it is vital to the order we have created. You will rule over the underworld, a realm of rest and renewal where all lives come to find peace. May you bring justice and balance to the souls entrusted to your care. Hades accepted his role with a silent nod, his gaze steady. The underworld would be his realm, a place where he would guide the dead with fairness and impartiality. Though it set him apart from the others, Hades took on the responsibility with quiet dignity, knowing that his role was as necessary as that of any god on Olympus. From that moment, Hades became the unseen guardian of the cosmos, his duty binding him to the underworld, where he would watch over the souls of both gods and mortals. As the roles of the realms were established, Demeter and Hestia stepped forward, each embodying the quiet strength that sustained life. Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, would watch over the earth's bounty, bringing growth and nourishment to all. Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, would maintain the warmth of family and unity within both mortal and divine homes. Demeter, Zeus said with admiration, your touch brings life to the world. You will watch over the harvest and ensure that the earth continues to provide for those who depend on it. Yours is the blessing of abundance, a gift to the world below. Demeter smiled, accepting her role with pride. She would nurture the earth, her presence a reminder of the connection between gods and mortals, sustaining life through seasons of both growth and rest. Turning to Hestia, Zeus continued, and you, Hestia, will guard the hearth. You are the light that brings warmth to all who gather, the unity that binds both gods and mortals. May your fire bring peace to Olympus and to every home under its protection. Hestia's role as keeper of the hearth became a symbol of unity, her gentle strength serving as a foundation for both Olympus and the mortal world. She would watch over families, her flame a constant reminder of the warmth and comfort that the gods brought to their people. As the structure of Olympus took shape, the next generation of gods stepped forward to take their places. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, would bring guidance and strategy to the council, a voice of reason and insight that would guide the gods in times of challenge. Apollo and Artemis, the twin gods of light and the hunt, would bring their unique strengths, watching over both knowledge and nature. Athena, Zeus addressed her with pride, your wisdom is a gift to us all. You will be the protector of knowledge and strategy, a guide for both gods and mortals in times of need. May your wisdom bring clarity and justice to our council." Athena nodded, her gaze filled with determination. She would serve as a counselor, her insight a guiding force in the decisions that shaped Olympus. Turning to Apollo and Artemis, Zeus smiled. "Apollo, you are the light that brings inspiration and healing. You will watch over music, prophecy, and health, a guide to all who seek knowledge. Artemis, you are the protector of the wilderness, the huntress who keeps nature's balance. Together, you will bring light and guidance to Olympus and the world below." The twins accepted their roles, each embodying a balance of light and nature, inspiration and protection. Apollo's light would guide the world, while Artemis would watch over its wild places, a reminder of the harmony that bound all realms. With the roles of each god and goddess established, Zeus looked upon his council with pride. They were more than rulers. They were protectors, each with a purpose that would uphold the balance they had fought so hard to create. Olympus had ascended, a realm that would guide the world with wisdom, compassion, and strength. The gods raised their hands in a unified oath, pledging to uphold their duties, to protect the world, and to honor the bonds that held them together. The council was complete, a circle of divine guardians who would watch over Olympus and the world below. With the council's oath, Olympus truly became the heart of the cosmos, its gods and goddesses bound to their purpose, their roles a promise to protect the balance they had established. As the gods dispersed to their respective realms and duties, Zeus remained on the peak of Olympus, looking out over the world they would now guide. Each god and goddess held a role that would serve both Olympus and the world below, a system of balance that had been forged in the fires of war, but tempered with the wisdom of peace. Olympus stood as a beacon, a promise that the age of fear had ended and a new era of justice and protection had begun. With the thunderbolt in his grasp, Zeus knew that they had created something extraordinary, an order that would last for ages, a legacy that would endure as long as the stars in the sky. But even as Olympus ascended, challenges awaited. Not all were content with the new order, and acts of defiance would soon arise. Join us in the next episode as Zeus faces his first test of power, making a decision that will challenge both his rule and the unity of Olympus. Though peace had settled over Olympus, harmony was not as easily secured among all the gods. Not everyone was fully content with the new order, and some saw the balance of power as flawed. Among them was Prometheus, the wise Titan who had fought alongside Zeus in the Titanomachy. Known for his compassion and far-reaching vision, Prometheus had always been a voice for the well-being of mortals, a voice that would soon place him at odds with Zeus himself. For Prometheus, the world needed more than just a structured hierarchy of gods. He saw the mortal realm, full of potential yet vulnerable, and wished to grant humans the knowledge and tools they needed to thrive. Fire, he believed, would empower them, lifting them from darkness and giving them the means to build, learn, and grow. And so, without Zeus's blessing, Prometheus took it upon himself to defy Olympus's laws, gifting fire to humankind. When Zeus learned of this act, his initial response was disbelief. To him, fire was a gift meant for the gods alone, a symbol of divine power that mortals were neither prepared for nor worthy of wielding. Prometheus's act was a direct challenge, a step that threatened to destabilize the careful order Olympus had only just begun to establish. Zeus summoned Prometheus to Olympus, his eyes blazing with anger. The betrayal was palpable, a reminder that even those who had once stood by him could defy his will. As the Titan entered the grand hall, the other gods watched in tense silence, each aware that Zeus's authority was now being questioned for the first time since the fall of Cronus. "Prometheus," Zeus's voice thundered through the hall. "You dared to steal the gift of fire and give it to mortals against the decree of Olympus. Have you forgotten the cost of our victory, the order we have fought so hard to build? You have betrayed that order, placing all of us at risk." Prometheus met Zeus's gaze, undeterred by the god's wrath. "I have not forgotten, Zeus, but I do not see this gift as a betrayal. Mortals are not merely playthings for the gods. They have their own spirit, their own destiny. Fire will allow them to rise beyond mere survival, to create, to become more." But Zeus, unwilling to compromise the authority of Olympus, viewed Prometheus's reasoning as arrogance and defiance. In his mind, the survival of their new order depended on control, on ensuring that the boundaries between gods and mortals remained clear and inviolable. Zeus's anger simmered as he weighed the consequences of Prometheus's actions. He could not allow such open defiance to go unpunished, for to do so would be to undermine his rule and the stability of Olympus. The gods watched in silence, understanding that whatever decision Zeus made would set a precedent, a foundation upon which Olympus's authority would rest. "Prometheus," Zeus declared, his voice a mix of disappointment and resolve. "You have overstepped your bounds in granting fire to mortals. You have challenged the will of Olympus and the structure we have created. For this, you will face the consequences of your actions." Prometheus stood tall, accepting his fate with quiet dignity, even as the weight of Zeus's judgment fell upon him. He knew that his actions would cost him dearly, but he held fast to his belief that mortals were worth the risk. The choice to empower them, even if it meant punishment, was one he did not regret. To ensure that his punishment would be both a deterrent and a symbol of divine authority, Zeus decreed that Prometheus would be bound to a remote mountain peak where he would suffer for his defiance. There, each day an eagle, symbolic of Zeus's wrath, would descend upon Prometheus, devouring his liver, only for it to regenerate each night, prolonging his torment for eternity. The other gods watched as Zeus's command was carried out, their expressions a mixture of solemnity and unease. They understood that Prometheus's actions had threatened their order, yet many felt sympathy for the Titan, whose compassion for mortals had driven him to take such a bold risk. Prometheus was taken to the desolate mountain, chained to its rocky heights, his body exposed to the elements and his spirit tested by unending pain. Yet even in his suffering, he remained resolute, his mind fixed on the fire he had gifted to humanity, a fire that now blazed brightly in the mortal realm, changing their lives forever. The binding of Prometheus sent ripples through Olympus. While many gods supported Zeus's decision, understanding the need for order and respect for Olympus's authority, others felt a lingering sense of unease. Hestia, goddess of the hearth, voiced her concerns, her quiet strength masking a deep empathy for the Titan. Zeus, Hestia spoke softly. Prometheus's intentions were not born of malice. He sought only to uplift those who look to us for guidance. Perhaps there is a way to show mercy while preserving the balance we have fought to protect. But Zeus remained firm, convinced that his decision was necessary. The strength of Olympus lies in the respect for our laws, he replied. Prometheus may have acted from compassion, but defiance cannot be tolerated. If we allow such actions to go unpunished, others will question our authority, and chaos will follow. Yet beneath his resolve, Zeus could sense the tension this act had sown among his allies. The punishment of Prometheus had secured his rule, but it had also shown the gods the cost of challenging Olympus's order. As days turned to weeks, the gods witnessed the suffering of Prometheus, a reminder of the authority Zeus held and the price of defying Olympus. But with each day that passed, the mortals below learned to wield fire, building civilizations, forging tools, and discovering knowledge that would propel them forward. The gift of fire had sparked a new age for humanity, one of progress and creativity, as Prometheus had foreseen. Though bound and suffering, Prometheus's sacrifice had not been in vain. The fire he had given to mortals grew, not only as a tool of survival, but as a beacon of independence. Zeus, observing humanity from the heights of Olympus, began to see that Prometheus's actions had planted seeds of change that even he could not fully control. In this new world, mortals were beginning to forge their own destinies, inspired by the spark of fire and the resilience of a titan who had dared to defy the gods. In time, the story of Prometheus's punishment would become a legend among both gods and mortals, a tale of courage, compassion, and sacrifice. His act of defiance had tested the limits of Zeus's authority, reminding the gods that even divine rule could be questioned. The punishment of Prometheus was a stark warning to all who might challenge Olympus, yet it also served as a testament to the enduring power of hope and resilience. Zeus knew that Prometheus's legacy would live on, a reminder that power alone could not define Olympus. True strength lay not only in authority, but in compassion, in the wisdom to recognize the complexities of both mortal and divine nature. Though his decision had secured the order he sought, it had also sown the seeds of questions that would continue to echo through Olympus. As he stood alone in the halls of Olympus, Zeus felt the weight of his first great act as king, a reminder that the choices he made would shape both the world of the gods and the lives of mortals for ages to come. The binding of Prometheus marked a turning point in Zeus's rule. It was a testament to the strength of Olympus, a reminder of the cost of defiance, and a warning to all who might challenge the new order. Yet, as Zeus looked down upon the fire now spreading through the mortal world, he knew that his reign would be defined by choices even more challenging than this one. For every act of power brought questions of balance and justice. And as the fires of Prometheus continued to burn, Zeus understood that maintaining order would be a complex, delicate dance, a balance between strength and wisdom, authority and mercy. With Prometheus's punishment complete, Zeus recognizes the need for clear laws to guide both gods and mortals. Join us in the next episode as he establishes the first divine laws of Olympus, setting the foundation for justice and order in the new age. While our tales tonight have drawn to a gentle end, the stars above Olympus still hold countless mysteries, each waiting to be shared under a quiet night sky. We'll gather here again soon to journey through the stories of other gods and legends, stories that remind us of resilience, transformation, and the beauty woven into the fabric of life. For now, let's transition to stillness, guiding you into a place of deep rest. Let this be a time of pure relaxation, where you can release each thought and allow your mind to settle. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and take a slow, deep breath in, letting calm expand within you. And as you exhale, release any lingering tension, letting it drift away like clouds, clearing from a quiet sky. Now, bring your awareness to the rhythm of your breath. Each inhale filling you with peace, each exhale drawing you deeper into comfort. Breathe in deeply, feeling warmth spread through your chest, and hold it softly for just a moment. And as you exhale, feel yourself sink further, fully supported, calm, and serene. Now imagine a soft golden light at the top of your head, like a gentle warmth that invites relaxation. With each breath, let that light flow down, releasing tension from your forehead and eyes, letting your jaw soften. Feel the warmth continue down to your neck and shoulders. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, allow your shoulders to drop, as though setting down the weight of all that has come before. Let the golden light spread gently through your arms, down to your fingertips, feeling them grow heavy, relaxed, and still. Notice the gentle rise and fall in your chest and belly, inhaling as your belly rises, and as you exhale, releasing any remaining tension, feeling light and free. Shift your focus to your hips and thighs, letting them sink deeply into the bed, fully supported and relaxed. Now, feel the warmth move down to your knees, calves, ankles, and finally to your feet and toes, letting each part release, grounded, calm, and at ease. With every breath, let go a little more, letting yourself be embraced by the gentle quiet of this moment, as though you too are a part of the timeless story of night and stars. Inhale deeply, feeling peace expand through you, and exhale, settling into a space of deep, serene rest. Let this be your time to drift off into sleep, to find comfort and calm in the quiet of your heart. Take one last deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel yourself float into a peaceful slumber. Rest well, and we'll return to these stories when next we meet. Good night.